Hello, hi everyone. Let me introduce myself. My name is Yolanda. I do a lot of crafting. I'm here right now in my craft room. So today I decided to record to help someone that might want to learn how to make these jars. I decided to make some prayer jars. And if you want to follow along with me, you can. I'll give you all the instructions and I'll give you all the materials that you need again at the end of this video and at the beginning of the video. So if you bear with me, because this is my first time doing this, so if you like what you see, I'm going to upload it on YouTube and you're going to hit the subscribe button and I'll be making more videos like this. So again, my name is Yolanda. I do have a t-shirt website, swaggedouttees.webnop.com, but a lot of my crafts is not posted on my website. But you can reach me on Facebook at Yolanda Griffin on Facebook, and Swagged Out Tees 2021 on Instagram. So these are the products that you're going to need. So first I have these prayer jars. They come 6 in a case. I got these from Hobby Lobby. You're going to need a weeding tool to weed your vinyl. And I have the permanent vinyl that I got from Hobby Lobby. It says permanent vinyl at the top right there. Make sure it says permanent vinyl. I got this yarn that I'm going to tie at the end once I finish to put a tag on it that says prayer jars. I also got these wood pile sticks. I got these also from Hobby Lobby. They were only $1.79. And you get 150 sticks. And I'm going to be using the vinyl to put words on these sticks. And they'll fit right inside this prayer jar. You're also going to need some tape. Also got that from Hobby Lobby. And I'll show you what you're going to do with this in a minute. And also you're going to need a Cricut machine, which I have right here. I have my computer already ready to go. So I'll be right back. Just follow these steps. I'll be right back, okay? So the first thing I'm going to do is grab one of my jars from out the case. And this is how it comes from Hobby Lobby. So I'm going to grab my jar. I'm going to put that to the side. I'm going to put that to the side for now. And I also took out 7 sticks. One prayer a day. So 7 days in the week. So I got 7 sticks. And I'm going to print something on each one of these sticks. And once I finish, they're going to fit right down in this jar. Okay? So I'm going to go over to my Cricut. And I'm going to go to text. Let me see if I can get you to follow along with me while I'm doing this. Bear with me. This is my first time doing this. So I'm trying to figure out how I can get you to see my Cricut machine while I do this. So I'm at text. So I'm going to text 7 prayers. My first one, you want to pray for your family. So I'm going to pause right here and I'll be right back. Did y'all see how I did that? I'm going to put 7 prayers up here and I'll be right back. So now I'm back. So as you can see, I found 7 words to put in my prayer jar. I put family. You want to pray for your family, your health, or somebody else's health or family, your finances, your marriage, your relationship. You want to pray for forgiveness or your enemies. So I'm going to take these words now and I'm going to print them out on the Cricut. And I'll show you how to do that once I get them down to size to fit the sticks. Now remember, this is my first time, so I have to get the measurements on the sticks and then we'll go from there. Okay, so I'm going to try, right now my font size is at a size 44, but I'm going to go down to probably, I'm going to try them at 20 and see how they print out, okay? Now remember, this is my first time, so y'all bear with me, but we're going to get this thing right. I'm going to start my Cricut. This is what I'm going to be printing the words on. And in order for you to print them all out at one time, it's blue, but it looks purple. But in order for you to print them all out at one time, if you're working with the Cricut, I'm using the Cricut Explore Air 2. So what you can do is hover around all your words, go down to the bottom where it say combined. You're going to click on that arrow that's going down. You're going to go up to weld. And you're going to click weld. And it's going to weld all your words together. So when you print, they're not printing separate. You don't have to keep putting the vinyl in the machine. You're just going to put this in one time. And all your words, all 7 words, going to come out at the same time. But remember, you can do more than 7 sticks in your jar. I'm only going to do 7 because it's 7 days a week and it's my first time, but eventually I will do more, probably 30 for the whole month. But today I'm only going to do 7, so I won't waste a lot of your time. Okay, so let's see how that goes. So right now I'm getting ready to open up my Cricut machine, and I'm going to move this out the way. I can move my sticks out the way because I have 7 of those. I have my mat here that I'm going to put my vinyl on. Of course, it's a little old, but it still works. So I'm going to take this vinyl out of here. And you always, if you know you have the lines on the vinyl, you know you have the right vinyl if you have the lines on the back of your vinyl. But this vinyl here goes face down when you're printing words. So I'm going to put this face down on my mat like this. And it might not stick, so I always keep me some tape because sometimes my vinyl moves off my mat. And I'm just going to put a little bit on each corner to keep it in place. But once it starts printing on the Cricut, it will not move. I just put some tape on both ends right there. Now I'm going to stick this in my Cricut. I'm going to turn it around so you can see what I'm doing. I'm trying to get this so it don't fall while I'm doing this. Okay, let me move that out the way. So I'm going to stick this in my Cricut machine. and make sure it's underneath the two flaps. Make sure it's flat down. Make sure it's nothing on there. Then I'm going to go back to my Cricut machine. You don't have to mirror anything, so I'm going to hit make it. It's taking a little longer. So I'm hitting make it. If you see my thing is getting ready to make it, it's going to show up. It's going to ask you, how would you like to load? I just say on the mat. I click confirm. And this is what my words look like on the mat that I'm getting ready to print. You do not have to mirror. Do not mirror. The mirror is off. I'm going to go down here where it says continue. I'm going to click continue. And then everything's going to come up on here. And I always keep my thing on custom. So once it's on custom, all your things are going to come up. You're going to be printing on premium outdoor vinyl. So you're going to click on premium outdoor vinyl. And then it's going to tell you to click on your loaded map. It's already loaded. Your arrow is clicking. See if you can see that. I'm trying to see if you can see that. Your arrow is clicking there. So you're going to start. You're going to push that arrow. And then your C for Cricut is going to blink to tell you to print it. You're going to hit print. And it's printing. So I'm not going to bore y'all too much with that printing. And once I finish printing that, I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. I'm finished printing out my words off of Cricut. So now I'm going to cut my words. Less SX vinyl you have to waste. And you know, you can use this over and over and over. Now, these are my words. You can't see them right now, but I'm getting ready to weave them out. I already have my tape ready that I'm going to use to tape on them, and I'll show you how to use that in a second. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to peel this back off. And sometimes I have a problem with this because it won't come all the way off, just like the tape, but I have the tape already peeled back and ready to go. So I take a piece of tape that I have on here, and I peel it back. Let me move up closer so you can see what I'm doing. So what you do, the best way to do this is to lay it flat down and just roll it. Just roll it as you weed it off. I mean, you may have another way of weeding, but this is what I find the easiest way. And make sure all your letters comes up. So I use my weeding tool. It's more light here. I use my weeding tool to make sure all my letters are staying stuck to the paper as they are being weeded off. This Y don't want to stay. I'm trying to see. That's my Y in family. I normally go the other way. If it seems like it don't want to come off one way, you roll it the other way and see. It's still trying to not stay on the paper. Now, this is going to be the hardest part, so I'll be right back. I don't want to hold y'all up while I weed this. I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, so I am back. I've done printed out my list, and I got them weaved out. They're going to look like this when you're done. I didn't weave all my letters out because it was kind of hard. But you can weed them all out if you like, or you can leave them. You can still see the words say forgiveness. I've also went on and did a couple to show y'all that they are going to look like this once you put them on the popsicle sticks. So I'm going to show you now how you're going to take your transfer tape, and the letters are going to come out on the transfer tape. You're going to take a popsicle stick, going to lay it flat, and then you're going to take the word, put it on the popsicle stick like that. And you're just going to rub your finger across it, or you can use this tool and just rub it, and that'll make it stick to the stick. I use my hand because it presses down better. And then you're going to take the tape and just pull it off, and it's going to be on the stick. You can always save this tape. It's reusable. As long as it have those lines, it's reusable. And then you're going to do the next one. You're going to get another stick. You're going to take, I have forgiveness. You're going to lay this stick down. Put the word forgiveness on the stick. Make sure it's straight. Take your hands, rub it together so it can stick onto the popsicle stick. I didn't weave all the letters out, like I said, because it would have messed up the letters. So I ran into a little bump along the road. So I said, well, you can see what it is. I'll leave it in there and just peel it back. Make sure it stick good, because if you don't, it will come up off with the paper, with the tape, with the transfer tape. So you just make sure you just press it down as hard as you can. If it don't work one way, you go to the other end and pull from the other end. I've been having a hard time with these eyes in this letter, in these letters. There we go. And just pull it back. The E is giving me a hard time now. And just pull that tape back. Sometimes they act like it don't want to come off, but you just keep on working with it until it sticks. Then you have forgiveness on the stick. And you just keep on doing that same routine until you're done. You get your other I have my finances. I want to pray for my finances. And you just keep on going on and on and on. Just rub it until you think it's sticky enough onto the stick. You can see the lines that's in the transfer tape. And then you just pull it back slowly, making sure all the letters are coming up as you go back. This can be very tricky, so you have to be careful to make sure that you have all the letters sticking. And there's my finances. And you just keep on. Like I said, I already had some done. I did marriage and I did relationships. I have enemies, forgiveness. I have health. I don't know what happened to my family one, but it's somewhere around here. Oh, there it is. I have family. Here's my health one. And just make sure make sure the transfer tape is transferring the letters from the tape to the stick. Pull it back and make sure you don't have no extra stuff on the tape, because it will stick to the popsicle sticks. And the H moved a little bit, so I'm going to put that back where that belongs. You can always move it around if it don't stick where you want it to go. Just make sure you press down hard enough for the tape, for the letters to stick to the stick. And there's my health. I also went, so now I have all 7 prayer sticks for the day, for the week. See that? And I also went and printed out this for my to go around my jar. So I'm going to show you how I did that. So what you're going to do, you're going to take it off the back of the paper. And once it pull up, it should lift all the letters up. I've just been having a problem with it. And the best way to do this, when you pull it, get it from the end and pull one end. I always lay mine down flat and just roll it so all the letters will come off. And roll it slowly because I'm rushing and all my letters are not coming up. And there. My P is there. You can always take your weeding stick and hold the letters down while you pull so they won't come up. And they'll stay in place where you want them to stay. It's going to come out on the paper like that. And then you see those little things on the inside. I'm going to weed those out. Just take your weed stick and it'll come right up. And my other letters, they were a little too small that I had on my popsicle sticks, so I wasn't able to see what needed to be weeded out. Some of them came up with the tape and some of them didn't. But this is how it's gonna look once you put the word prayer jar. I can cut this down some. This is how it's gonna look once you put the word prayer jar on the jar. So I'm gonna take my transfer tape. You just peel that white part back. It looks like that. You just peel that tape off just like that. You can get rid of that part. And stick the transfer tape right on top of the word prayer jar. And it's gonna look just like that. Always use this. This is a good tool to use to stick to the transfer tape. So you're gonna just rub it across so the letters can stick to the tape. So that back part where the letters are can come off. So you're just gonna peel it back slowly, just like this. Now all the letters are on the tape now instead of on the paper. And you're gonna take this, make sure your jar is clean. You can use alcohol, you can use wipes, whatever you want to use to clean your jar. But I've already cleaned mine, but I'm going to clean it again. So, just 1 second. You can use alcohol. You can just take a dry cloth and just wipe it. Make sure nothing excesses on there like this. Something is right there, but I think that came with the jar. So we'll get another jar. I have to really clean that one. Make sure there's nothing on your jar. No dust or anything. And what you're going to do, you're going to take the jar, take the word prayer jar. The sticky part is going to go up against the jar. So I normally hold this lid flat down like that. And I take the word jar. Put it on the jar. I use gray. The outside you can use whatever colors you like for your prayer jar. You can mix it up, make it rainbow colors. But I have navy blue. It looks black, but that's navy blue writing on my popsicle sticks. And you just want to keep rubbing and rubbing and rubbing until it sticks to the jar. You want to keep rubbing the tape to make it stick to the jar. And then once you try to peel it, it's still not sticky. You just rub it until it sticks. You have to have a lot of patience to do this type of stuff. So you're gonna keep rubbing and rubbing. Sometimes you get some good transfer tape and it'll stick right away and it'll come right on up. Having a hard time with that P sticking. I'm gonna try to go from the other end. Okay, that's not sticking either. So I'm just gonna keep rubbing. Just keep rubbing and pressing, rubbing and pressing, rubbing and pressing, rubbing and pressing. I hope y'all enjoying this video. It's such an easy easy crafting. So it's not trying to stick. I'll be right back. I might have to print this out again and use another tape. Okay, so that did work out for me. So once you get your prayer jar words on your prayer jar, it's going to look like that. It says prayer jar. I was having a hard time, but it came through. So the next thing I'm going to do is take all my sticks. They fit neatly down in the jar. My finances, my relationship, my marriage, my health, your enemies. You want to pray for your enemies because you know we have a lot of those. And they all fit down in this prayer jar. And the top goes right back on it. Just like that. And what I decided to do was get me some of this and take and measure it and cut it just to make it look a little elegant. And you can just tie that around the jar. And I think I'm going to put like a prayer hand or something to hang on this. But there you have it. There's your prayer jar. You can make it for family members. You can make it for your household. And like I said, you can make, this one is for 7 days. I might eventually add more. I just didn't want to make a long one of 30 or 31. You have 30 days, 31 days, 28 days in a month. You can make it a monthly thing. And they all fit right in this jar. And every time you want to say a prayer, you just go in and reach out, and whatever one comes up, you want to pray for your marriage. Just pray for your marriage. Put it back in the jar. Close the top. And let God work it out. I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, I will be doing more videos on my crafting because I love to craft. And if you like it, hit the subscribe button. Hit the like, share, and subscribe. Again, this is your girl Yolanda Griffin with another craft. Matter of fact, this is my first craft for the year. My first craft for YouTube, period. So hit that like button. Have a good day. Hope you enjoyed.